Alright guys, so today we're going to be showcasing off a very cool deck idea. We're going to be seeing an Egyptian god deck utilizing the dangers facing off against a Kuriboh deck, which, I like that matchup. That's pretty cool. Usually we see dangers in variants to potentially FTK or even make boards that are unbeatable, but technically Egyptian gods are unbeatable when they pull off the Halaktai, which is a win condition when you tribute all three of the Egyptian gods. But is our little boy Kuriboh going to be strong enough to defeat Obelisk, Wingdragon, Slifer? We'll go ahead and see. But anyway, Snake Boy is summoned. He's going to go ahead and attack right into the Kuriboh. And unfortunately, well, the Kuriboh is going to be bringing back all of his boys. I mean, that card is pretty good. Being able to banish this card, target any number of Kuriboh monsters. Let's say, the opponent only had one monster. Like, in an Egyptian god deck, sometimes you don't have that many options to tribute to get a bunch of cards out. And then you can just have your entire board flooded with Kuribohs. Alright, so we're linking up over here with the Kuriboh deck. We got the Borrowed Dragon. Then we have Reeling Kuriboh over here, and he's going to go ahead and once again special summon another Kuriboh. We got Proxy Dragon, but we got Borrow Sword and Blackluster. Oh, dude, he just stole the Obelisk. Oh my gosh, dude, that was nasty. The Kuriboh is going to be taking it. All he really did was make Obelisk. He was no match for the speed of the Kuriboh deck. Obviously, the Kuribohs, they transformed into bigger monsters, but we got another duel, courtesy of Comments Bomb. Shout out to you, man. You built a cool Kuriboh deck. I was really hoping that the Egyptian God deck would be a little bit stronger. I want to give you guys the deck profile of that one as well, because I thought it was really unique. Alright, next up over here, we got young Kuriboh. Since he won, let's go ahead and continue on with him. He's going to go ahead and be playing against Blue Eyes deck over here, and we'll see what he does against that. I'm not really sure how that matchup would go, considering if a lot of these cards get special summon, in defense, with that double piercing damage, could be quite insane. He's going to go ahead and attack into it, and, well, with zero attack over there, not going to be doing too hot. But we've got Instant Fusion, and then we got the Kuriboh. We got Thousand Eyes, going to be Snatch Stealing the alternative, going right into Link Kuriboh. So it looks like we're going to have to stall over here, and obviously this card cannot be targeted, and it can't be destroyed by opponent's card effects. I want to see how he gets rid of it. My guess is something with the extra deck. So we're Snatch Stealing, we're stalling. Dude, he might take a bunch of damage, but we also have the Blade here. And on top of that, I guess he technically still had the Kuriboh because it's a quick effect. He's just like, I don't want to attack into it. I don't wonder why he doesn't want to attack into it. But I'm going to go ahead and go right into the Link Kuriboh again. Or is this monster where it's like you can't attack? I forgot. Is it Thousand Eyes? Other monsters in the field cannot change their battle positions or attack. Oh, so he couldn't even do anything. Oh, then Astrom's going to go ahead and attack right over that. That was pretty good. Good play by him. I was wondering if it was going to be like the Snatch Stealing. Alright, then we got the Twin Burst Dragon. It's going to go ahead and attack, but the Blade is activated, so, well, unfortunately, that card's not going to be doing too much over here. This is what I have it. So, like, your opponent can't activate anything until the end of the damage state. This card make up 2 monsters, and after it, at the end of the damage step, when this card attacked opponent's monster, but the opponent's monster was not destroyed by battle, oh, so he would have just actually banished that. So we're going to go ahead and multiply, getting all of the tokens out there. We're going to go ahead and link up. And then from here on out, I think this player is going to be taking game very soon. But we still need to deal with this card, because even this card's effects is negated, obviously it would go away. And then he'd still be able to get rid of the card via its effect after it's not on the board, because this only stops the monster that is face up on the board. But we're going to go ahead and have alternative get rid of the Phantom Knight Rusty. And we're going to go ahead and see a Rainbow Kuriboh. This duel is a little bit better, though. It looks like we got some more back and forth. I was really expecting the Danger deck to do a little bit better, but as you guys know, the Egyptian gods just aren't really that good in Yu-Gi-Oh! Unless you can pull off the Halaktai, which maybe, if you're lucky enough, you can pull it off. But like I said, I'll give you guys the deck profile of that as well. Yo, shouts to Kava's mom running the young Kuriboh deck. Even though the win condition in this deck is mostly going to be Link Kuriboh going into Link stuff. That's just the nature of this deck and how it's evolved. But anyways, let's go ahead and go to the deck edit section. I know a lot of you guys want that Egyptian god deck. So there was actually a Halaktai here. Or I believe it was originally Hullus was the OCG name. But anyways, there was one in here. I like this idea. So we have 2 copies of the Obelisk, 2 copies of Wingdragon of Ra, 2 copies of the Slifer. And then we have 1 Bigfoot, 2 copies of the Dogman, 3 copies of Nessie, 2 copies of Shaddoll Beast, 3 copies of Mothman, 3 copies of Chupa. Then we got 3 copies of Brow, 3 copies of the Dangerous Snake Boy. And then we have 3 copies of Jackalope, 3 Lure, 1 Card Destruction, 2 copies of Beginning of the End, 3 copies of Dark World Dealings, 1 copy of Reborn, triple Into the Void. Wow, we really trying to turbo. I think I want to play this deck, guys. Let me know if you guys want to see this deck in action. I think this deck could actually be not that bad. I'm pretty sure you could probably pull off this combo. Like I said, you will have to rely on a little bit of RNG. Plus, the Beginning and the End, I mean, that's better than Pot of Greed, right? Again, you will kind of have to get lucky with some of the RNG here, but it is definitely possible. And, of course, you can Reborn Obelisk Tormentor, and I think there's one that cannot be special summoned by other ways. I believe it's, of course, through tributes to, it cannot be normal summon. You can't even send it. Okay. Okay. I think that Obelisk is this one the only one that can get special summoned. Let's see if this card is special. No, it doesn't say. Okay, if this card was special summoned and sent to the graveyard. Okay, so it's just the Winged Dragon of Ra. But we needed the Sphere mode up in here as well. But the Victor was the Kuriboh deck, so I'm sure a lot of you guys want that as well. As far as the extra deck on this one, I was just Sarah Yugioh. But as far as the Kuriboh deck, we got 1 Blacklist Soldier, 2 copies of Silent Boots, 2 copies of Kuriboh, 3 copies of regular, classic Kuriboh. Then we have 3 copies of Rilling Kuriboh, 2 copies of Wing Kuriboh, 3 copies of Kuriborn, 1 Rainbow Kuriboh, 2 copies of Instant Fusion, 3 Demise, 1 Reborn, 3 copies of Flute Summoning Kuriboh, 3 copies of Multiply. If you watched the anime, dude, he summoned Infinite. I actually do remember that episode. Then we have the Hornet Drones. Then we got Scapegoat, 3 copies of Impermanence, 3 copies of the Evenly, and 3 copies of the Phantom Knight's Blade. And then we have Thousand Ice, Astrum, Warlord, Boral Sword, Griffin, Unicorn. We got the Rusty Bard, Phoenix, 2 copies of Proxy, 2 copies of Link Spider, and 3 copies of Link Kuriboh, because that is, of course, what is required in the Kuriboh deck. Wow, alright, pretty cool stuff. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, drop a like on it. And if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button to see more Yu-Gi-Oh! Content. And if you guys got any cool replays of cool matchups, feel free to send them to AzneyesReplays@gmail.com. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace out, have a good one. I'm signing out.